Hi guys and gals. Well, since we don't have the IROC to work on this week, we're going to work on something else. My question to you is this: what do you do when you have perfect paint? I mean perfect. Not what we're getting ready to do at all. I have decided 100%, no turning back now, unless I turn back later. We're going to do the old, we're going to finish what Mother Nature had started. Yep, we're to old bipolar. And see how this is just perfect patina? I mean, like perfect. Look at that, that's beautiful. Beautiful rust. I love that. Look at that door. That screams character. All this rust running down the side. We got character for days, boys and girls. And I did stiffen up the bed. Like, we welded it all through here-ish. Not here or here. Okay, yeah, from here to here. Look at this. It had already been professionally repaired. So I just used their metal and a little bit of mine. Same with this one. Even painted it race orange because I like to party. And today we're going to make this even more gooder. How, you might say? Well, we want this to be preserved, right? We want to save on this. Even the little, look at that, that's just perfect. So we did the right thing. We got us some sauce pads here, and it's got the secret sauce in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to wash this truck with a sauce pad. Yep, we sure are. We're going to take loose this stuff because we don't want that. That's tacky. We don't want that. And we need a little more bleed through with her, you know? And we needed something that could scrub, like, you know, years of neglect off and put more neglect on it. So we decided to get the name brand sauce pads because it felt good. And you know what? Let's get the truck wet first. Then we're gonna hit her with a sauce pad. And what we're gonna aim for, we're gonna try to leave this mostly alone, this pinstripe. If it's flaking off, go ahead and take it off. The clear coat, same thing. If it's coming off, take it off. If it's not, just focus where you want. See all this? This is shiny. You know, it's not bad, honestly, right there. Right there, oh, we kind of love it. We might take a screwdriver or just our finger. Yep. We're gonna get some of that secret stuff out of there. That way, so it really shines good. So we're gonna go around it with a screwdriver, I think, and just poke and prod all these little areas to get some more flavor out of it. And we're actually going to preserve all this. That's not even a joke. We want that to show. In fact, if it was running down there and making a rust line, even more gooder. This here, we're just going to kind of leave that be, you know, leave it mint. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's all kind of flavor. We could even hit that with some red spray paint to juice it up. But the stuff we're putting on today, you've seen it before, I'm sure. If you haven't, let me introduce you to this stuff called Flood. Now this is going to be a two-part series. One, because if you couldn't tell, I'm dressed, you know, in sort of garage attire. It also is a dual purpose, cutting up trees that have fallen in the yard with this windstorm and trimming up trees so I don't get whacked in the head with while I'm mowing kind of gear. And yeah, so I didn't know where to begin on this truck. I'm going to tell the truthitude. There are several kinds of buyers in this world. There are the you know, it's close so it'll work, Travis. There are your, I'm gonna wait around until it's already gone, Dave. And there's your, you know what, I just want it. I don't need to test drive it or really look at it kind of buyers. Not saying that's what happened, but yep, that's kind of exactly what happened. And I blame this on myself. It's my fault. It's my fault and a guy named Greg Oliver Jr. If you wouldn't have had such a sweet truck in high school, I wouldn't own this. That's not even a joke. He had the sweetest short bed single cab I have ever seen to this date. I'm not lying. Had 5-star ARE wheels on it, 3D3 stroker, 700R, and the factory rear end that was a posi. I'm not kidding you. This sucker was bad. It was fast. Golly, it was fast. So ever since I've seen that truck, ever since I remember seeing that thing drive and go down the road and absolutely just eat it. I mean, it ate everything inside. Oh, more flavor. Should we leave it? It's kind of Bondo-ish. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave that one. Because if we do decide to restore this truck to, like, you know, more gooder, this bed's coming off anyway. I already found a bed, so. But what we decided is, Greggy, it's your fault. It's your fault, dang it. Why'd you have to have such a sweet truck? So this one's going to be nothing near that. It's going to actually look probably a little bit worse than this, hopefully. You know, we're going to sand until we get the right patina. Almost sand. We're going to wash until we get the right patina. Like this dented stuff, we're leaving that. Man, that's meant to stay on there. Until we decide if we're going to keep it or not. We were going to do a 5-3 swap, absolutely. As of right now, I hate to say it, guys and gals, old dad got a wild hair and he sold the Sunfire Bird. Yep, I did. I don't really have good reason. I don't at all. But it actually went to a good home. The kid was really super happy with it, and he should have been. I don't think I made too much on it at all, especially if you count labor. I'm probably negative, but it doesn't matter. I brought that car back to life, and it's actually in Columbus area right now, so like 70 miles away from where I'm at. So it's cool. It's been up there before. I'm just saying, now it's up there every day, and people will see it and hopefully say what a cool car. But anyway, guys, we're going to get washing this, you know, with the sauce pad, and we're gonna let it be what it is. We're gonna see how we can give this thing more character. It's got all kind of character on top, and the good thing is you'll never see it because it's, you know, it's up there. But the sauce pad should, you know, take off all that mildewish stuff. We're not going to pressure wash it because the pressure washer's in that building, and I don't feel like getting it out. I'm just going to be honest with you. But anyway, my ADD is acting up again. So what I was saying is, we're actually going to, with the help of my buddy Delmer coaching me through this, he has told me, why don't you just get it running and drive it? I'm like, you know what? It actually does run and drive. It actually runs and drives pretty well so far. It stays within temp, all that good jazz. So why don't we throw a tune-up on it, fuel filter, maybe put a K&N air filter on it, just because, you know, we like to party, or a knockoff from the Amazonian site. That's a more gooder choice. We're going to get that one, and just see what happens. You know, check the fluids in it, send it. If we like driving it, maybe the AC will work. Probably not at all. It might work for like a day, maybe, probably, and that's fine. You know, it's an 88 model. I don't expect it to really work great or at all. So if it actually takes in some of the Freon, I'll be just giddy. But anyway, we're going to keep this sucker as is. We're going to get it running with that magical 2.8 that's got all kind of just horsepower that's unleashed. I mean, it's in there somewhere. I don't know if I can find it or anybody can, but we're gonna make this a daily back and forth to work driver. That's what we did with last one, and it seemed to work, right? Why not go 2 for 2? Let's just see where it goes. Okay, so I'm going to get the washing, and then tomorrow within the garage, since it's I don't know if you guys can see this or you guys have this going on, it's like pollen type season and stuff is everywhere. So I'm going to get it in the garage after this and hang out with Mama and the girls, since I've been working all morning. And tomorrow I'll show you, not tomorrow, let's see, it'll be like tomorrow, but it's going to go like that. we're going to put the flood on it, and I'll show you what kind of a shine it gives you and how much cheaper it is than doing your traditional clear coat. I think you're going to be happy. So stick around and I'll show you what we end up getting, okay? See you here in about 30 minutes, but it's going to be all right. So we have some pretty beautiful patina in some certain spots. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. So tomorrow, I'm not going to lie, guys and gals, we are actually going to go take it to a car wash and pressure wash it. Half the truck may be gone after that, and that's okay. Just more flavor. But I love it. It turned out, look at that, that's just perfect. Perfect patina. That's probably going to blow away, and that's all right. But look at this, just, there's a love hole right there. Well, just a little bit of love, no big deal. And just, I'm telling you, this is going to look good. And I'm honestly thinking, to do what any responsible person would do in this kind of situation. It does run, it does drive, it shifts gears. I drove it home. So where we took the Sunfirebird off, the insurance, maybe we just add something else, because it looks ready. I mean, look at the wheels. What part of those wheels does not look ready? They are brand new tires, they may be ready. I'm okay, we won't just yet. We will go get tune-up gear, and we might look at the brakes. That might be good to do. Yep, they look good. At least the front ones. The back ones are back there, so they're drum. I'm sure they're good, because they're factory. The good thing is these wheels are so big, you can just look right down in there. You really can just look from here and see good brake pad, at least on the outside. And that's really all that matters. Because at least you'll have one that, has brake pad on it. Even if the inside one's bare, it'll grind first for a little bit. It happens. But we are actually going to get this thing mechanically really nice, Clark. And, we're going to just drive it the way it is. It's actually quiet. I don't know if you guys has even heard it. Have you guys even heard this thing run? It's actually the quietest thing out here, I think. There it goes. I knew it was just testing me. But you see it? I mean, it actually don't sound too bad. Listen at that. That's 2.8 liters coming at you. It's saying you don't want none, Hoss. You don't want none. I believe that's what it's saying. It might say something totally different. But, we did fix our weather stripping, by the way. The more correct, not hot glue way. And this thing's junk, so that's good. We might have to put some weather strip or take that off and just, I don't even know. That's a drip rail, so that's good. That's not good. Maybe we find one on eBay or something, or a junk truck, to save this mint beast. So tomorrow we're going to throw the old patina gel on it, which won't be tomorrow, it'll be a couple days from now, but we're going to keep it inside to keep the pollen off of it. And tomorrow we are actually going to drive this in town. We're going to pressure wash it just to make sure we want character. Maybe the pressure washer will give us some more character. Like, dude, look how close he was. He blew the paint off of it with the pressure washer. That kind of patina. And I think that would be more gooder. So anyway, we're going to come back. This is going to be a 2-parter, 3-parter, probably 2. And, we're just going to see what's what. And the good thing is that squeaking, not even annoying up front. But yeah, it's going to get fixed because I can't stand that crap. So a new belt and whatever the world's squeaking, idler, tensioner, whatever the world it is, it's going to get got. But we got 152,000 on it. I think she's good. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna do some more gear on it, tune up, make sure the brakes is extra gooder, and we're gonna throw some Loctite on these hub spacers before we trust it down the road. Why? Because I've never used well spacers before in my whole life, and I don't want to end the video in the truck. Why would I want to do that? So anyway, I'm not going to end the video. I have another one to do, you know, where it's got the old flood all over it. So we're gonna come back, you guys will see it, and we're gonna throw the flood on it. I'll show you how to apply it. Sound good? Well, come back tomorrow then. All right, we're gonna do it. All right. Man, what did he get me into, boy? Man, this thing's a pimp ride, boy. Look at this. He said I gotta put some patina on it or something. Looks like she, man, this is a good going to town. Look at that. She is mint, boy. You know, that'll buff out. Well, hey man, well, hey, this is what's going on, okay? It's like second or third week of the month. Old dad's out of mineral spirits and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So he told me, Todd told me, if I come down here and just smear stuff all over it, fluid, that stuff, it, you know, it'll be gooder. It'll make it real gooder. It's like clear coat, but not really. And I guess he wants me to use this here sponge. He left me a note, but he knows I can't read without pictures, so I think he just said smear it on there, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay? And you know, hopefully, man, this thing turns out, shines like a brand new penny or something. You know what I mean? He told me it will make this, like all of this stuff stay there. You know what I mean? It looks like duty, boy, I swear. Look at that. But overall, man, them wheels make this thing pop like nobody's business, man. Woo, wait, look at that. I'd leave it alone. But I'm gonna do what you want, man, because he said, man, hey, he said like this, he said, hey, man, I'll give you a case of Miller. I said, hey, man, you got yourself a deal. You said that I don't want to tell you what you wouldn't have been doing it now. You know what I'm saying? I don't fly like that, boy. You know what I'm talking about. Long hair don't care. I'm about to set myself on fire again. Well, anyway, man, hey, I'm gonna spread this stuff around. I hope y'all, can you guys see me in there? I can't see y'all. I never done been on one of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and smear this stuff, this fluid, all over it. And that stuff right there. He says like $12 or something. He also said, don't smoke near it. Hey man, well he don't know on her, you know what I'm saying? He don't even see his part. So afterwards, oh, I have a cigarette, you know? Well anyway, man, we're gonna throw it on everything. But maybe not the windshield. No, I think he said not the windshield. We're not gonna put it on the windshield. Then just the paint, I think. That's what we're gonna do, man. Yep. Just sit there. Man, he hogged up my chair and all his garbage. Man, come on, bro. This dude ain't even got a man chair in here. There we go. I'll sit on that little creeper thing. Don't tell him I'm slacking on the job. I'm gonna tell him this thing took me like 3 days to do. Not really 3 days, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get 2 of them out of him. He give me 2 cases. But we're gonna do this thing. I'm gonna stop talking. But man, I swear, man, this thing gonna look good. I'm gonna talk him out of it too, boy. I got that Jeep. I drove all the way to Columbus back. It's a good one. It's a real good one. Probably couldn't trade him straight up though. Probably need some boot money. Even with those wheels on it. Them wheels purty, boy, I swear. They are purty. But anyway, man, I'm gonna get to work, man, so I'll hurry up and get done, man. You know. About Miller time, boy. Alright? I'll let you see what she look like, okay? If I figure this thing out again. Hey man, is this thing, you guys are, can you see me again, man? I ain't got no birds in the cave, duh. No? I can't hear you. Anyway, he said I just hit these buttons again and it'll do what it did. I went over this thing, right? And I even painted like everything, dude. Except for the windows, because he told me not to touch the windows. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to look, man. Like this thing, man. If he left the keys in it, old Bo going to town. You know what I mean? Just look, man. She shine, boy. He told me it don't shine like this once it like gets, what it do is just flashes off or something. But, you know, I kind of like worked it in these little areas with the sponge. And it kind of shredded a little bit. But I think that's that character stuff I always talk about, see? And then I did it right here on the windows. See that? Them things. I even did plastic mirrors. I think he said do them. I don't know. And then the side molding, see them? Look how shiny they is now. Look at that bubbly rust. We're gonna save on that one. Yeah, because you know we like to party. I heard that in one of his shows, man. But I even did the top of the bed liner, man. Look at that thing. Man, I did around this window. I wasn't even that bad. Hey man, for real, if you're doing the top, okay, take this from old Bo. If you're doing way up here, you may want to start like up here. Not saying that I got fluid all over my arm. If I got fluid all over my arm, man, I don't know what that stuff's made of, dude, but it's strong. And you better be in a ventilated place, man, I swear, man. You be hiring a draft with high heels on. If you ain't, boy, I swear. I even did this plastic right here. Look at that. A rubber, whatever this stuff is. Tail lights, made them shine like a brand new penny, boy. Look at that. It did turn out good, man. I ain't gonna lie. Next time I have a car, man, if it's got all matching paint, I'm gonna do this to it. And all matching wheels, man. Look at them. All the wheels even match on this one. This dude, man, I'm telling you, he ends up with some sweet rides, boy. But man, look, I'm gonna call him, and we gonna get this stuff straightened out, man. He better be bringing me a beverage or 12. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I put it on the emblems, look how shiny it is, boy. You don't even need to buy emblems anymore. And he said this stuff like levels out by itself. But I'll let him tell you guys. I even did the wiper blade on him. Look, man, he gonna be impressed. I know I would be. This is an 88 model, boy. She looked like she just come off a showroom floor. Yeah, boy. I'm gonna have to, I think he says all the time, I'm gonna have to hit that like button on this one, man. Where's my phone at, dude? That's a wallet. That's a wallet. Let's see what's in here, boy. Boy, this boy more redneck than me, man. Oh, dang it. Look at that. Not a dime and not even a dollar. Daggone him anyway. You know? Daggone him anyway. Hold on. Let me show you here. We gotta call him, man. We're gonna call him, get this stuff straight, boy. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, man, this dude just hit he hit the easy button on me just now. I'm gonna give him a thing or 12 right now, boy. You what? Hey, man, hey, this is Bo, bro. Hey, man, I got your truck done, man. I ain't gonna lie. I spent like 6 hours on it. And not to say that might be worth than a case or more, but I'm just saying, dude, you know, it could be worth more than that. You know, I'm just saying, bro. Just think about it. Your truck, man, she's strong, man. I ain't kidding you. You come in here right now, boy, and knock you on your butt like Tyson back in his heyday, son. She's strong. She's strong. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, this gotta be one of the longest voicemails you ever got, and I apologize, man, but I'm just saying, boy, I spent a lot of time on this thing, man. And she looked good. That sponge did the trick, boy. And I did not do the glass. I I think you said don't do the glass. If you did, hey man, I'll do it for another case, you know what I'm saying? Well, you just let me know, man. All right? Okay, then. He ain't even on it. Oh, I gotta go. So, man, truth be told, man, I got like 20 minutes in this thing, dude. This is how hard this stuff is to put on. And you don't need hardly like any, man. I like put it like on this here sponge. And I seen a spot like, it's supposed to like be, look, this is how hard it is to put on. Whoop, we done. That's it, dude. But I like put just a little bit on there, man. Like they said, man, a little dab of D, little dab done did it. I ain't kidding you, man. This sponge, man, I might have to take this home and just, you know, see what's up, man. I ain't kidding you, boy. This thing's strong, boy. But it's supposed to have this, hey, I'm shiny, not shiny look to her, okay? But you know what I'm saying? It'll be mint. It'll be real good. So, anyway, man, I'm gonna let him do what he do. And, you know, there's another S10, man. What the world is going on? You got an S10 show going on here, boy? But anyway, I'll let him explain. I'll tell him, you know, you guys are my witness, man. It took me it took me 3 hours to do this. Y'all seen it. I did that stuff in that speed fast mode, okay? All right, man. I'll let him show you what it looked like afterwards and when it dries and all that, okay? Cool? Later, man. Well, we're about to go see what kind of job Bo did. But on a lighter note, Ken's bought another. She got her a car today. She bought this with her own money. I'm proud of her. We went to an auction and we got a heck of a deal on this sucker. It's an 03, 103,000 miles, and it is pretty. I mean, she's got to do some cleaning on it and get the old cigarette smell out. You know, but other than that, oh yeah, I was going to see. Okay, she's just missing. Cool. She was saying that something about the heater control knobs or something, but shoot, they sell the knobs on the Amazonian site for next to nothing. Hashtag winning, right? So, you know, I guess we're going to have to see what kind of job he did. I believe 100% we're keeping this truck in this state. We're probably going to put it on the lift and pour 15 the frame and the rear end to make it look good and to preserve it a little bit more. But as far as body wise, guys, I think we're going to keep it this exact way, and I'll tell you why. And you know the two reasons why. We got 69 over there, 66 here. I'm just saying it is what it is. We have enough projects. It actually looks pretty darn good. You be the judge. Wow, that really does look good. Looks like he put it on the rubber. That rubber. Is it dry? It is dry. I'll be dipped. You can still somewhat kind of smell it. He said he spent like 4 hours on it or something. I don't think he did. Man, I kind of like that. He did a pretty good job. He put it on with that sponge that I set out for him. Not too shab. And he didn't even get the glass. Way to go, Bo. All right. Sweetness. Look at the way it saved that. I mean, it just sealed it right up right now. So really, it shouldn't go any further as far as decay. And it saved all that nice. Look at that. Look at that. That's perfect, man. That's exactly what I wanted for this truck. Because, yeah, it saved all of that. He said he put it on this stuff here, that, around here. I mean, he put it everywhere. And then I think I caught him in a fib or two. I said, Bo, if you put that on and it took you 4 hours, how's come my camera's got you leaving like an hour later? And I forget what he tried to tell me, but you know Bo by now. But look at this, it saved just perfectly, because we didn't want this thing without its flaws. We wanted to save the flaws, and by gosh, it did it. It actually made it shine more than what I thought it would, which is cool. And this stuff, the Flood, it's a metal preservative, I guess. You put it on once, it's not like the old linseed trick. You can put it on the plastic. Looky there, shines out. Wow, that's a pretty good little trick there. So FYI, I don't know if you guys got that plastic going on, but might be an idea to spread some Flood on it and like really bring it back. Yeah, put it on the rubber seals too. I mean, this truck here, honestly, this was more of a Todd impulse buy. This thing here, I didn't choose my project accordingly. This one I actually did. This one here was actually a great buy and a great save. The 69, for what it is and what I have with it, was a good deal. Even at the time, it was slightly high, but I did get a lot of good stuff with it. So it is what it is. And believe it or not, the value of it has went up just setting in my house, because people are paying like COVID prices for them. Put it on top of the bed rail. Well, so it does actually, it's like a sealant or preservative of like everything. That's pretty neat. But this one here, we're going to tune it up. We're going to go through the brakes, make sure everything's safe on it. We're going to make it nice and safe and reliable. We're going to tune it up. We don't know how old the plugs are. It seems to run great, actually. Whenever I took it in town last night, it actually runs solid. And we're going to drive it exactly like this. We're going to massage right in there. It rubs somewhere. Right in there, barely. We might just leave it be. Heck, I don't know. But we're going to put shocks on it all the way around. We're going to spend the money where the money needs to go to drive a vehicle comfortably. We don't want to be bouncing all over the road, having bad shocks. That's not a way to do it. We don't want to roll the dice if we're going to make it work, so we're going to tune it up. We're also not going to, I don't think we're putting a bed on it. I mean, I know this one's rough, but you know what? For all intent and purposes, it actually, I had this bed full yesterday with logs that I had cut from trees that had fallen, branches and all this good stuff. So it's actually solid enough. I know it's kind of crap. Oh, that's more solid than I thought. Okay, so it is more solid. Maybe that's because the bed's closed. It's a little more solid than I thought by doing that little bit of welding that I did. And it is exactly what it is. It's just an old truck. It's a good old work truck. I haven't decided if we're selling or sending yet, only because I don't know. If I end up really liking this truck, which I'm fearing that I may, because I've never had a patina truck. And I love S10s and even sissy trucks, S15s, because they're the exact same truck. One's a GMC and one's a Chevrolet. That's the only difference. And the good part is, if I do decide to go just buck wild crazy and say, you know what? No, we're restoring it. The doors need replaced. The fenders need replaced. And the bed needs replaced for it to be a rust-free truck in a cab corner. So, do I really want to spend that money right now whenever I have two projects that are, you know, these have been waiting. This poor car has been waiting forever. That car over there has been waiting for I don't know how long. But this one was torn apart in 1989. I'm getting the story on this car as we speak, thanks to a couple of people. I found out that a guy named Philip, I believe, Philip Rittenauer, is the one that actually removed the front end because he got in a front end collision right here. And he bought it off his uncle Larry Rittenauer. And then Philip sold it to his very good friend, which was the owner previous to the owner I bought it off of. And he's been filling me in. His name is Vince. And Vince has been filling me in as much as I can get filled in right now on this car. I'm actually waiting to see some pictures of this sucker back in its heyday, because he and Philip are best friends. Philip's uncle was the one that had this thing in its heyday. How back far, I don't know. But everything I thought was true is 100% true about this car. This car was a little street racer. I still believe it's a 100% automatic car, small block car, but I was told by Mr. Vince it had Hillborn injection on it at one time. Yeah. It was a thumper on the street then. Sorry, I can't bring myself to talk enough about this car. I know this one's not that car yet. And believe me, you're going to hear that garbage again like in a week or two whenever we come back to ripping this one apart. The rest of the way apart and start this project. I'm sorry, I get ahead of myself. It is what it is. Something shiny, even something not so shiny yet. But anyway, let's go back to the something shiny. This actually turned out really, really good. It is actually shiny. It turned out a lot more shiny than I thought. It gives you the linseed oil kind of look, but on a more permanent basis from what I understand. The flood, you put it on and it's done. That's it. Finito, finished. So, but if I decide to come back to this truck and do that and replace all that metal to make it a perfect, clean, rust-free truck, as of right now, you can still find all of this stuff. I found a bed locally reasonable that's in a heck of a lot better shape than that one. I mean, it is literally 15 minutes in town. That's it. And the guy has another one he's parting out. Same deal. 15 minutes in town. That's it. Now, I know over time, these things are going to start disappearing because they're slowly dwindling right now. So if you see these old little square body S10s, I do suggest that you snag one if you want one and start doing it now. Start restoring it now. And the reason why is by the time you decide you want one, they're going to be through the roof. So if you have a good platform, this one is a very good platform because, I mean, it's actually a solid truck underneath wise. This cab corner is good. And, you know, there's still quite a bit of it to save. It's still all together. The interior is still all there. I'm not even switching the interior in this truck. I'm keeping this sucker exactly the way it is, and I'm going to tag it and drive it back and forth to work. Absolutely right. We're going to attempt to charge the AC. I doubt that it works. I don't even know that it will take in AC, refrigerant, you know. So if it does, it does. If it doesn't, I'm not surprised. But we're going to keep the 20-inch wheels on it. And we're just going to spitball it and see how much we can love this truck, or if we can't, or if we just decide we're going to sell it too. I don't know. The only reason why I'd really sell it is because I would be seriously tempted to do my 5.3 swap in it and spend a whole bunch of money on this truck that would deny that one and that one the time they both need. Now, if I decide to keep it, I have no problem driving it back and forth. It has 152,000. I personally drove one of these exact trucks with the 2.8 at CarQuest Auto Parts in Grove City. It no longer exists, if you're wondering. But it was exactly this truck. And it was actually a pretty good old truck. You know, these trucks are not perfect. They're not perfect, but they are a good little truck. And this will do absolutely everything once I make sure it's reliable. It's going to do everything that I want it to do. It's going to be able to haul stuff because now we stabilized the bed somewhat. Now, we didn't fix this corner over here. It's still setting on the brace. The bolt around it that like mounts underneath, it's actually still screwed into the metal. It's just where it attaches to the bed and the brace running this way is hit the erase button. So the brace is still there. It still sets in the exact same place, as you can see, guys. I mean, it's still there. It's just where it bolts is kind of, you know, invisible, I guess. But anyway, guys, thanks for all your input. Delmer, thanks for talking me off the ledge. We're going to keep it for right now. We're going to drive it ASAP, and we're just going to see what happens. If we end up loving it, I hate to say it, but we're going to go for it. Like I say, I've always wanted one of these square bodies, and I've always wanted to restore one. It is what it is, right? We have one. That's the hard part. The easy part is finding all these fenders, doors, bed. I've already found all of it. It's all over the marketplace. These things are in junkyard still. So that's what I'm saying. If you're wanting to do a square body S10, pick one up now while the stuff is cheap. That's the ticket to all of it. Pick it up while it's cheap before anybody says, you know what I ain't seen in a while? Them little S10s. I always liked them, man. They was popular in high school. People would stuff 305s and 350s in them, 383 strokers, Greg Oliver Jr. And just make people just so jealous, you know. But I'm telling you, they're out there. Go get you one and just build your truck however the heck you want. While you can. Why not? This one right here it's still a patina truck. We're going to hit the like button on it. Tell me what you guys think. You know, do you like the old patina build? That's the way we're going to send it. I've already heard, and I kid you not, and I'm 100% sure it's the wheels that did it. Somebody said, hey man, that's a nice old Chevy. I kid you not. Heard it yesterday at O'Reilly's. I was stumped. I was the only old Chevy in the parking lot. So it happens. People still love these trucks. Anyway, guys, I'm yakking. That's a life lesson there. I'm just saying. These are free life lessons. Take them, run with them. But anyway, guys, I hope that this was, you know, good for you. It was for me, you know. So if this helps you decide on one way or another, you know, if you're on a budget, maybe sell this one and get one with a more solid body, or look around and buy these parts whenever you can afford them. You know, if you pay 50 bucks for a door, set it back. Set it back to whenever you can get another door or put it on there, whatever you want to do. My game plan is if I fall in love with this truck, I'm going to buy parts as I see them cheap. If I see doors for 50 bucks, it's completely rust-free, I'm snagging them. Fenders, 50 bucks a piece, I'm snagging them. A bed, 200 or 300 bucks, I'm snagging it. And it will go in my shed, and it will wait until I'm ready. But I'm going to make sure it's not weathered, it's staying out of the weather, it's off the dirt. That's the key, okay? And then whenever I get time, we no longer treat this like an old work truck. She's no longer an old work mule. It now becomes a pleasure vehicle, a little rip-roaring monster. Anyway, guys, check out your projects. Don't do the impulsive buy. Hold back. Don't buy local, Travis, just because it's local. That's not a good move. And don't wait. If you got that feeling in your soul that that sucker is not going to be around, it's not. You know what I mean, Dave? If you wait around and you just keep on questioning, it's going to be gone. Don't do that. If you got the money, you want it, and you've checked it out, you're willing to build it. There you go. You've got your answer. Within your price range, that's going to be the number one. If it's within your price range, okay? If it's not, walk away, find one that's in it. You'll find one. But anyway, guys, this was great. Thanks for listening to me rabble, talk a lot. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time here on Right Turn Garage TV. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe. I sure as heck appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.